New poll out on Medicare for All, and we can't stop winning. We're winning so much it's making my head spin. So this is a poll of medical professionals from Medscape, and here's what they found. 69% of nurses support Medicare for All, 66% of physicians support Medicare for All, and 68% of administrators, and Jeff Stein put some question marks there, support it, because I think administrators, they might suffer some job losses if we go to a Medicare for All system. So it's kind of amazing that these numbers are what they are. Now, I also happen to have some personal experience on this front because a friend of mine is a doctor, and he was telling me that in terms of the paperwork, it is maddening. Honestly, on that alone, that's probably one of the reasons why most doctors support it, because it is a pain in the ass to deal with insurance, to deal with for-profit insurance companies and what they cover and what they don't cover and all that garbage. And but when you deal with Medicare or Medicaid, easiest thing in the world. Easiest thing in the world. 1, 2, 3, paperwork done. So it simplifies everything on top of basically almost cutting the costs in half and covering everybody. Remember, right now in the country, 29 million people are uninsured, and anywhere from 32,000 to 45,000 people die every year because they don't have access to basic health care. But there you have it. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about this. It is, I mean, it's so unanimous now, and it doesn't matter how much propaganda they throw at it, it's not working anymore. For a long time it worked. Now it's not working, and you partly have this guy to thank for it because he's the one who really brought Medicare for All to the forefront, where he made the argument so well, where he told the American people, hey, listen, we're the only country that doesn't do a single-payer system. We're the only developed country that doesn't do it. So what is it about us where Australia can do it, Sweden can do it, Norway can do it, UK can do it, France can do it, all these places could do it, we can't do it? I don't believe that. I think it's because of the greed of the for-profit health insurance companies, and it's because our system is backwards and prioritizes profit, and our drug prices are through the roof because of big pharma and the lobbying and the corruption and all that stuff. So he made the arguments, and everybody was like, you know what, that guy's right. And the polls massively changed, man. So now you have 70% of the country overall supports Medicare for All. Even a majority of Republicans support Medicare for All. Republicans! So this is, I mean, we're getting close to universal background check levels here, because that's the standard bearer of overwhelming poll numbers. There was one poll that found 93% of Americans believe in universal background checks for gun purchases with no exceptions. We're getting close to that level with Medicare for All. So doesn't matter how much propaganda they throw at it now, cat's out of the bag, and it ain't going back in. So go ahead. Hit us with your best shot, because it ain't going to work. If anything, the polls are going to go more and more in the direction of Medicare for All. Everybody has discovered the truth of the situation, so now it's just time to fight and get it implemented. And that is going to require us, unfortunately, to get super involved and force our politicians to do the right thing, because they ain't going to do it willingly. The system is too broken. There's too much corruption. Leadership of the Democratic Party is the worst. So we're going to have to drag them to the right position and make sure they don't deny us what we know we deserve.